Hello guys, my name is Gatsfers. Thank you for joining the channel, and welcome to my combat tutorial videos of defeating the troll with a bunch of different builds that I've done. So if it's not your first combat tutorial video that you see, or you have all of the knowledge of the troll and there's nothing for you to learn more about the troll, just look further down below in the description, there's chapters, so you can just skip right ahead to the combat. So before the fight, I just want to explain a little bit about the troll and all of his special skills that he have and explain them a little bit. So the first skill we're gonna discuss about, it's the claw swipe. The claw swipe is default melee attack, and the claw swipe does a fair amount of damage. It's a rendering type of damage, and it has a knockback effect. So the claw swipe is going to be sort of a pain if you don't block it, and even if you're blocking it, you're going to be knocked back all the time. So it's something that you're going to have to dealt with the entire fight because it has no cooldown. It's his default attack. And the second ability that we're going to talk about is the Shockwave. The Shockwave is an AoE attack that has a form of a triangle. It starts as its feet and then it grows 2-3 squares further away from him. Take note that the furthest you are from the Shockwave, the more damage you will receive. The Shockwave is fairly easy to anticipate and to dodge. You just have to simply look at the troll actions that he's gonna do, and you will notice me doing that during the entire fight. And this third skill we're gonna talk about, it's the Deafening Roar. The Deafening Roar is the most annoying skill that the troll has. It does a little bit of damage, but the damage is significant. You don't bother about the damage. It's not the damage the problem about this skill. The problem that this skill has is that it has a percentage chance to daze you or stun you. So that's quite annoying, but that's not the most annoying part. The most annoying part of this skill is that he has a chance to make you drop your weapons. That's the worst. So every time you're gonna fight the troll, because of this specific skill, when you're gonna fill your inventory with a bunch of equipment, you will have to make sure that you have enough room to pick up your weapons. Because if you don't, picking up your weapon is one turn, and then if you drop it, it's another turn. But if you equip it, it's another turn as well. So basically, if you don't have enough space, if you pick it up, obviously you're gonna want to equip it because dropping it would be stupid. And if you equip it, well, then it's a 2-turn action to do that. Instead of, if your weapons and you get lucky and they are dropping together, you could in a single click gather both of your weapons if you have enough room in your backpack. So that's something that is extremely important when you fight the troll. Always have enough rooms to pick up your items. That's super important. So the next ability we're going to talk about is the Rock Toss. The Rock Toss is a crushing type damage, and it will be your worst nightmare if you're a ranged character. So if you are a Pyromancer, a Geomancer, or a Bowman, Rock Toss will be your nightmare. If you're a melee character, you don't even have to care about Rock Toss, because you need to be 3 squares away from the troll in order to initiate the Rock Toss. So as a melee character, don't even have to concern about it, which actually makes the fight a little bit easier. But if you're a ranged character, that's your nightmare, to be quite frankly honest. So the reason why Rock Toss is a nightmare, it's because it's a AoE range attack 3x3 squares. And the problem that there is with Rock Toss is that it's super duper hard to try to anticipate when he's gonna use it, but not really when he's gonna use it, but how it's gonna land. Because if you land on the edges of the square, you're perfectly fine. You're just gonna spend a turn to dodge it. The problem that there is that when it's dead center, and if you're a pyromancer or a geomancer, you're gonna get hit no matter what. If you're a bowman, my suggestion for you is to actually keep your distracting shot to dodge the rock toss. The only other solution that I have for you, if as a geomancer, well, geomancer you can use your stone armor, but as a pyromancer, well, actually a pyromancer, you're just gonna destroy him so quick that you don't even have to bother about this. But the other solution to try to survive the rock toss as much as possible is to actually have a potion of stone skin. It's gonna make the rock toss damage to be like quite pathetic, so you wouldn't care about it. But it's not unlimited. It's like 90 rounds for that potion. So yeah. So melee character, no problem with the rock toss. You won't even care. Range character, get prepared. And the last skill, troll regeneration. Troll regeneration is the reason why the troll can be quite difficult. So, the tricks that you need to know about troll regeneration is that, first of all, the troll regeneration will not be used until the troll is below 75% HP. So below 75% HP, don't even bother about the troll regeneration, he's not going to use it. Then the other things that is quite important to know is that the only way, okay, and believe me, I've tried plenty of things, the only way that you can stop the troll regeneration, it's by doing a melee attack. Not being one square away from him, not be toe-to-toe with him and then shoot an arrow or something like that. No. Literally perform a melee attack. It's the only way. I've tried to stun him, to daze him, to move him, whatsoever. First of all, it's pretty much impossible to move him, but I have managed to stun and daze him during his troll regeneration, and he doesn't bother. He doesn't care. He's still gonna do his troll regeneration. So the only single way that you can remove the troll regeneration is by performing a melee attack on him. And the important note for that also is that once you interrupt the troll regeneration, for the next 2 turns, the troll will receive 200% more damage. So you need to unphase on that. Also, take a quick note that as of this patch, the troll regeneration is a bit bugged. The bug that the troll regeneration has at the moment is that in one turn, the troll regeneration healing ability can kick more than once. Okay, so usually he's gonna regenerate for 125 HP per tick, but if he has a debuff, first of all, something that you need to know about troll regeneration is that the troll regeneration remove all negative effects. So that's normal, that's okay, that's fine. But the bug is that every single time he will remove a debuff, Seize Initiative, weaken from the war cry, a bleeding, whatever, okay? For every negative effect that he removes, sadly, the bug is that the troll regeneration healing effect will kick in as well. So if, for example, you have weaken and Seize the Initiative on the troll and you engage his troll regeneration and you don't stop it right away, what is gonna happen is that in one turn he's gonna heal 3 times. He's gonna heal from the thick of the troll regeneration, he's gonna receive another healing because he's gonna remove Seize Initiative, and he's gonna remove another healing because he will remove the weaken part. So that's kind of a bug right now. I don't know when they're gonna fix it. I hope they're gonna fix it soon, but yeah. So without further ado, let's jump right into the combat tutorial. Alright, combat tutorial, Berserker tradition. So it's a naked build, and we are dual wielding daggers. This is for patch 6.0.17. So we're currently with a Jorgrim level 11. We went agility. So we have 24 agility and 20 vitality. The reason why we went agility, it's because it was a Berserker tradition. It is a Berserker tradition build. So our sole defense system is dodge chances. So therefore we went high agility to have as much dodge chances as possible, and also daggers gain more damage with the abilities with agility. So for the stats, for critical strike chance 30.5%, for crit efficiency 159%. Sadly we have 25% counter chance, but it's useless against the troll. You will not counter the troll ever. With 17 fumble, it's pretty good. For a dual wield build, 17 fumble, it's pretty low. So we're at 13.5% for health restoration, and for energy restoration, 24%. It's pretty nice, pretty good. It's gonna help us gaining more energy during the fight. So we have 46% chance to dodge, but when we're gonna pop our defense tactic, we will have 50% chance to dodge. So it's pretty good dodge there. For resistance, because we needed so much dodge chance to be able to try to survive the troll, we went with the most important ones, which is bleeding resistance at 30% and pain resistance at 25%. So for the skills, in dual wielding, we only went to Flurry of Blows and obviously Berserker Tradition, because it's Berserk Tradition, I apologize. So that's the concept of the build. That was a challenge build requested by my viewers. So this is the build that we have. We went more blood to try to use Flurry of Blows as a finishing move, to have the cooldown back and so forth and all that shenanigans. To be quite frankly honest, if you do this build, do not take more blood. Do not take more blood, and I'll explain it later. And because it's a melee build, we took our trusty combat mastery techniques, the Seize Initiative, and the defense tactics. If you play melee characters, straightforward, always use these skills. They are tremendously good. And the last skill tree I'm going to show you for this build, it's the Dagger build. Everything in Dagger is good except this skill from the Shadows. Do not take from the Shadows. It's useless right now. Sadly, we didn't went coup de grace because I know that coup de grace is not working against the troll. You're not gonna get the amount of damage that you're expecting, and also daggers are not that great at bleeding the troll. It's very hard to bleed the troll. In regards to the more blood that I just mentioned for the dual wield build, the reason why you do not take more bloods as a dual dagger build, it's because of counterattacks mastery. When you perform Flurry of Blows, you're gonna land 4 hits, and these 4 hits counts towards your counter chance. So the counter attack mastery works that every dagger attack is going to give you 4% counter chance. So therefore, you're gonna use your Flurry of Blows to increase your counter chance. It's a lot more efficient. So therefore, do not take more blood. It's useless. So for the rest, we took Quick Hand, even though we do not have a second set of weapon. The reason why we took it is just because at first with this build, I thought I would be using a lot of crossbows to be able to try to survive more the environment, but it ended up that I did not require to use a crossbow. The way that I've build this character with only going with these techniques in dual wield and not going further down the tree because the rest of the tree is pretty useless, and we went high into daggers, it helped us tremendously. So therefore we didn't use Quick Hand. I could have had coup de grace and give it a shot and show you guys how it works against the troll, but right now this is what we have. For the inventory, you will see that my inventory is pretty full. This build is hard to play. This build is hard to kill the troll with. It's gonna be a tough fight, guys. I'm gonna try to teach you as much as possible, but I might gonna have to concentrate just trying to focus on surviving here. It's not easy. And in order to succeed with that build, to be quite frankly honest, like Stone Skins Potion, At this level, at level 11, Stone Skins Potion, it's kind of a must. And I have 2 of those. With a Restoration Potion to help me more with the healings, I have a bunch of healing potions. I have 2 alcohol bottle with an anesthesia, which removes all of your pain and increase your pain resistance. So I have to say that the reason why I'm going to be successful to be able to kill the troll with this character at this level with this equipment, it's because of the sheer amount of potions that I have. Okay guys, weird jump cut here. I totally forgot to explain my equipment. So we can see that we're fighting the troll already. So what I went to is with the Bullock Daggers. The reason why I went with these daggers is because for dungeoning it's pretty darn good for the critical strike chance and the counter chance. And I took those for the bleeding chance, hoping that it's gonna help me versus the troll. I went with caustic damage. Both daggers are exactly the same. They both have the caustic damage for increasing the damage of my daggers. It's imperative that you do that with daggers because daggers itself doesn't have a lot of damage. The skills do decent damage, but when you apply caustic to it, it's pretty darn good. For the armor, we went with the quilted coat. Yes, it has protection, but in overall, this armor, even though I'm losing some part of my Berserk tradition, it doesn't penalize me in terms of dodge chance. And it gives me 20% bleeding resistance. So that armor is pretty fantastic. It has rendering and physical resistance. Well, every armor has a physical resistance, but it has good physical resistance with rendering, so it's fantastic versus the troll, and we have a 20% bleed resistance. We definitely need that. For the gloves, we went with the tight gloves because it has no protection. So this was the best glove we could get for in terms of armor without protection for the Berserker tradition. As usual, silver topaz. If you're playing a melee character, you need 2 silver topaz. These are the best rings for a melee character. Same thing with the Fang amulet. It's the best amulet for any melee characters. For the boots, we went with the town shoes. There's another set of boots that increase more your dodge chances, but the problem with those boots is that they only have 30% durability. These kind of boots will not survive a fight versus the troll, so we need shoes that can actually withstand that fight, so we went with the town shoes. For the belt, same reason for the Berserker tradition. For the rest of the equipment, there's no protection on them, so this is the best belt you can get for a Berserker tradition. For the helm, we went with the Exquisite Call. So I know that my face is currently hiding it a bit, but you can see the icon of the helmet. The reason why we took this helmet is because it's the highest physical resistance helmet you can get without protection. This helm right now, it gives a normal 6 physical resistance, but we enchant it with 3 physical resistance, so we currently have 9% physical resistance with that helm. This is helping us tremendously. The magical resistance is kind of nice, but useless against the troll. This helm gives us 30% bleeding resistance, so with this helm and this armor, this is our entire bleeding resistance here. And obviously the spell cost, it's useless. The cooldown duration, useful. And well, the magic power is useless as well, but like this is the best helm you can get for protecting yourself. And as usual, the cloak. Like you cannot take a backpack with this build, okay? Like you need all the resist that you can have, okay? And plus on top of that, this cloak gave me 5% dodge chance, so it's pretty darn good for this build. And I don't know why people uses backpack are useless. In this patch, money is not a problem, so just with your inventory, if you know your inventory management properly, you won't need a backpack ever. So just look at my tips and tricks video, you'd have all that information. So this is my starting point. I always start around here next to this dead body with the Watchman sword. The reason why I start here is because after that you can do 5-foot step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is where I'm gonna look for my food and my water, because I don't want to be hungry while I'm gonna fight, to make sure that everything is at 0%. This is a dodge build, okay guys? So therefore this is kind of bad, so I'm gonna have to try to reduce that before I fight versus the troll, because I need this 8% dodge chance. And the last step is gonna be the steps that's gonna initiate the troll animation. And the last step. So I decided to use my stone skin potion during the combat because we need as many rounds as possible, because this build is just, to be quite frankly honest, it's awful to fight the troll with that build. It's not fun at all. So let's do that. Let's hope it's not dead center. Fantastic, it's not dead center. Let's apply defense tactics. Move. Okay, we're just dazed. Apply our Seize Initiative. Okay, so we are in the dance move part here, where he's gonna use a shockwave the next turn. So right now with the dagger, it does like pretty awful versus armor, so we need to destroy his armor. So therefore we're gonna use Flurry of Blows to try to destroy the armor, because it's the best consistent armor damaging skills that we have. And the rest of our skill, our main damage, going to be Deadly Tricks to confuse the troll and using double lunge to damage him. Gaping Wound, it would be amazing to try to use that, but the chances that we'll be able to use that, it's quite frankly extremely low, because chances that we bleed, that we make the troll bleed or making an injury to him, it's pretty hard. And a Painful Stab, it's amazing, so we're going to try to use that as much as possible. So right now we need to move. So we're going to try to maximize our damage here. So Deadly Trick with Flurry of Blows. Double lunge that. We dodged. That's pretty amazing. Okay. So he's going to roar at us. So I'm not going to use the Painful Stab, because chances I'm going to get stunned and all that stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna wait here. Great. So we could apply a Healing Slam on that, but that's not high damage enough. So yeah, guys, when you're stunned, you can actually apply Healing Slam. It's the only action you can perform, so you can actually do that. So let's just wait. Wait again. We got lucky. We got lucky. He could have attacked us, but he didn't. So move here and face on damage. Trying to break that armor as fast as possible. Okay. So he's gonna move towards us, so we're gonna buff ourselves. Re-attack him. Would be amazing to dodge. Oh, we did. So Flurry of Blows, so trying to remove that armor. Okay. Bleeding, dodging there would have been just tremendous, but we didn't, so whatever. Let's move here. Maximizing damage. Okay, so we're bleeding. We're in good position. 3 turn for that, so let's remove that bleeding. I almost feel like using Gaping Wounds, to be quite frankly honest, just for the sheer amount of bleeding chance that he has on it. Let's give it a shot. We did not. Alright. So, we got hit again, but we got a second win, so that's pretty darn good. So we're gonna move here. Dodge that. And his armor is gone. So we're not gonna do Flurry of Blows because it's not doing enough damage. We could use it if we're like full mana, or in this situation. And like if everything was in cooldown, I would have used it. But now I have this. Okay. So let's maximize damage actually, because we're pretty high on mana and we have 2 skills. So confuse him with Deadly Tricks. There you go. Wow. This is going extremely well. Okay, cannot go all the time extremely well, so let's remove that bleeding. Maximize damage. Okay. He's gonna roar at us. He's gonna have a high chance to stun us, so we actually... I almost feel like trying to use the restoration here. Okay, so he stunned us for 1 turn. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna remove that damage for this arm. And we are going to suck it up. Great. we're gonna regen enough health to be able to survive one hit. So we're gonna buff ourselves, maximize damage. Great. We're having a fair amount of mana here. I think I'm gonna try the Gaping Wound again because I kind of like the damage on that. All right, let's use Flurry of Blows because why the fuck not? All right, and come on, can you make him bleed? No. All right, so everything's on cooldown. He's gonna the Stroll Regeneration is gonna kick in, so we're gonna use that. Attack him. Maximize our damage. There you go. That was pretty darn good. We're still pretty high on. We're still pretty high. Maybe by using, we're gonna try this. I never tried that because I'm always trying to use Gaping Wound only when he has an injury. But with the 121% chance to do body part damage, I think we're gonna give it a shot. Let's have a look. If we can like damage him at some point and perform something here. So he's at 66%, guys. This is an amazing run, I can tell you. Killing the troll with this build requires a fair amount of locks, to be quite frankly honest. Alright, so double launch this. Would have been awesome to dodge that though. Okay, so we're gonna buff ourselves. We're starting to get low on mana, so we're just gonna attack him. Okay, fantastic. A great opportunity here to maximize our damage. We're gonna give it a shot to this again. So it did not so much damage this time, but actually we dodged, so we practically regen all of the mana that it costs to do that. It costs only 9 energy to do this, so let's attack him. We're in good position, guys. We're definitely in good position. The troll regeneration is far away. We still have a fair amount of mana, so I'm gonna have to heal soon. So because of that, when I'm gonna use my healing, I already went through my restoration potion, so I'm gonna have to use a healing pot, and I'm gonna lose a bunch of mana while doing that. So I'm just gonna try to maximize my damage here as much as possible, and we're gonna maximize that again. Okay, so we're in pain now. This is a 1 turn, so we're gonna move away. Okay, didn't stun us. This is pretty amazing. Let's remove that. Move away. Come back. Try to dodge that. And I think everything's gonna be on cooldown, so 16 health is not enough. 16 health is not enough. That's the exact amount of damage he's gonna do to us, so sadly we're gonna have to lose all of our mana and heal our butt. If I dodge, it's gonna help me. No dodges, fantastic. So troll regeneration is not there. 1 turn for the shockwave, he's gonna do it right here, so let's wait for him. Oh, he did not add enough energy. I always forgot to look at the energy, guys. Usually the troll always restore, like, he restore 50 energy per restoration, so he usually has enough energy to always do his technique, but it was not the case, so we got lucky into this in my misjudgment. Dodge. Yes. Okay, so my life is pretty decent. The troll regeneration is going to be next turn, so we're going to try to phase on doing a skill there to try to do the 200% damage here. Okay. Gotta say, we're pretty lucky, so we're gonna phase on that. Okay, now we didn't got lucky, so let's apply the bandage. Move forward, attack him once. Dodging that, and we can still in phase on maximizing our damage here. Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. That's a very nice amount of damage. 29% health, guys. Okay, so here we are kind of in a pickle. We're definitely not going to dodge the next attack because of this 10% reduction here. So we're gonna have to heal our butt. Apply a splint here. Move there. Okay, so this is decent. We still lose the 10% dodge chance here, but we'll give it a shot. Also, I'm gonna have to use my stone skin potion as soon as I can. Okay, so this is a 2-turn thingy, so we're gonna use the stone skin. Gonna try to keep our mana for that. Are we going to be able to have enough mana for this 10 turns? At least to do at least one double lunge. We're gonna attack him. We actually managed to dodge. Wow, this is great. When is the last time we receive a regeneration? A few turns ago. A few turns ago. So I'm gonna try this out of sheer luck. Okay, hoping that I'm gonna regenerate 7 energy on the next turn. I did not, sadly. So I'm gonna attack him. Okay. I'm gonna phase on damage here. Okay. So he's definitely gonna do a shockwave. So it's another scenario where we're gonna get hit for 100%. So we're gonna have to use another healing potion. Move there. Attack him. Okay. Now we're in a pickle. Definitely in a pickle. 2 turns? Okay. So we're gonna use the amnesia. We're gonna have to apply a splint here. And he's definitely gonna troll regeneration next turn. So yeah. Let's give it a shot. We did not dodge. Okay, so we still have a fair amount of turns. Our health is kind of low, but we have a fair amount of turns with the stone skin, so we're gonna be able to survive that. I think we're gonna try to phase on being able to dodge here. So there you go. It's the worst. I puked. So we don't have enough to do both techniques, so we're just gonna do the double lunge. No dodges, fantastic. Let's look at the shockwave in 2 turns, fantastic. Let's heal our ass. Okay, we're dazed. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna... No, actually I'm gonna have a... Because there... I could, since I'm at 0 mana, I could take 2 potions right away and try to get rid of that. But right now I have too much damage and I need to phase on being able to dodge here. So let's try to heal that. My mistake. My mistake. I thought I was in the right position, but I was not. So we're gonna move further ahead because, as I've mentioned, if you watch the introduction video, the further away you are from the shockwave, the more damage that you have. So let's get that. All right, now I'm gonna reapply a healing slab here.